in Newport. It's the Mark Martin Kia Show, and that's exciting when I get to visit with my good friend, Jeff Zalasko. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Located in
a little
Batesville.
warm.
It is a little
That
warm
time of
today.
year. Yeah.
It's supposed to be, isn't it?
Supposed to be.
We filmed at the end of June, got July coming, July, August, September's going to be warm, so you might as well get used to it.
It's Arkansas.
Get ready. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Tell me about what's going on at Mark Martin Kia, man. Things are happening. We came in, we filmed on a Monday. Jeff said they had a great weekend. I know that Mooney over at Ford started a great weekend, but you had a great weekend here at Kia.
We had a good weekend. We sold cars all over the place.
Yes, sir.
Out of state, in state, out of town.
We got to talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit right here on the show. Sold one to some folks from St. Charles, Missouri.
St. Charles, Missouri, yes.
Tell us how in the world somebody from St. Charles, Missouri buys a car from Mark Martin Kia. How does that work?
Well, hopefully it's pretty easy.
Yes, sir.
Well, they were looking for a particular car in a particular color. And when they got on the internet, markmartinkia.com, they found the car they was looking for and called us. We confirmed we had the car, confirmed the price, kind of made a deal on the phone.
Right.
And they drove down here on a Friday night and spent the night and was here Saturday morning, picked it up, and went back home in it.
And we have one here to our left that's also going out of state. Tell us about that one.
Well, it's going to Las Vegas. Again, this one's got a little different story because it's got local ties. But the lady's sister lives in Magnus.
Right.
And she drives a Sorrento and talks so highly of them that this lady decided that's what she wants. And her sister recommends she buy here, so she's buying here at Mark Martin. They're coming out here on a vacation, and they're going to drive it home.
Jeff, here's the deal and you talk about those people who sell for you, or those people, and I don't mean within the dealership, but those people who own the product. And those people that are in these Kia products, these later models, are out talking about what great automobiles they are. And that's such a plus for Mark Martin Kia right here in Batesville.
It is. Of course, we love repeat buyers, and we love people that refer. That's about the highest compliment you can get is when a customer sends somebody to you. And we appreciate those. We've sold a Kia in Colorado this year, out in Denver, off of a referral.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But they are great products. I was telling you earlier, J.D. Power just made the announcement that out of 32 brands this year, they've ranked Kia number 6, which is pretty high up there.
You bet.
And in their rankings in the large car segment, Cadenza was ranked number 1. And in the mid-size compact SUV or CUV, can't call them SUVs, CUV,
right.
Sportage is number 1. So we got 2 top spots. So we're really pleased with that because those are fantastic products. All of them are. But to get the number 1 ranking, and that's on initial quality. That's based on...
I was going to ask you, tell us what's that based on.
I think, if I get this right, I may mess this up, but during your first 12 months, how many problems do you have with the car?
Okay, got you.
I think that's maybe the whole case in a nutshell.
Sure.
So how trouble-free is owning that car?
Here's what's real important on those surveys. Most of the time, people are real willing to give a survey when things aren't going well.
Oh, certainly.
They're real excited about saying, well, I'll tell you what about this survey. I'm going to let them know what's wrong with this car.
Yeah.
But these surveys, like J.D. Power Associates, is what's going right with your car.
Yes.
And those people have to be the ones that say, well, I'm going to take the time to tell the folks that I am well satisfied with the product that I have. And Kia, all of these surveys, not just J.D. Power Associates, but all the surveys are based on when you get good results, that's because people take time to say they like that product.
They like it. And, of course, we talked about that last month that KBB had named Kia the best value brand for 2014. So those on the heels of both of those, it's pleasant.
It is pleasant. Well, when you're making a great product, and again, we talk about it a lot on this show, and then at Martin Kia in Batesville, it's just a pleasurable place to do business. You know that you're going to get a fair deal. You're going to get a great deal on a car. You're going to get service after the sale. You're going to get repeat and referral business, just like you say, because you guys do it right. And the buying experience, overall total experience is second to none. Talk a little bit about the buying experience again. We talk about it a lot, but I can't talk about it too much because it is a value to all of us as we walk in the door to buy a car.
Well, I'll tell you this, and this happened Saturday, and we were busy Saturday, and things got a little tight a few times.
Right.
Because you want to serve people as fastly as you can, but yet you want to do a thorough job.
Absolutely.
If they don't understand your product, then they won't rank it well.
Right.
But we had some folks in here when we were kind of, I'll use the word covered up, and they had bought a car here a few years ago. And they were coming to get another one. And I like to talk to everybody, and I was talking to them, and I apologized. I said, I'm sorry, we're a little bit. She said, oh, this is great. She said, we just love this. She said, y'all are just so nice. It's just like being at home. And you want to be nice, and you want to come across that way. You want people to enjoy being here. And they come back because of the deal.
Sure.
They knew they were going to get a deal.
Sure.
She said, we knew we weren't going to get pressured. She said, and it's so nice to come back and see the same salespeople here. And I
Very
said,
uncommon in the business.
Yeah, I said, we think that's a plus. I said, I'm big on that. There's turnover in any business.
Sure.
But you like having to deal with people you know.
Absolutely.
And they waited. They were here a couple hours, and getting their new Optima. They had I think it's a 2012 Optima, and she couldn't believe. She said, I can't believe how much this car has changed.
Right.
In just the 2 years, the technology that's been added, and they were business people in real estate business, and we're going to use the navigation and things quite a bit. So they were tickled.
Well, I think no doubt. We talk about the warranty being great, the prices being great. Product knowledge is so important, and if you guys know your product, and you do, then you can, quote, sell the product to the consumer. And the consumer wants a car that's safe. A consumer wants a car that is going to be great gas mileage. A consumer wants an automobile that's going to look good, it's going to look sporty. Top of the line to the bottom of the line here, and I'm talking about in units from an entry-level automobile all the way to the top of the line automobile that you have. All slick, sharp, good-looking, ride and drive. It's all there. It's all there in these Kias. We invite you by to come give us a chance.
And the quality of the upholstery, the fabrics, we could talk for hours about what they put on these cars and the different types of leathers, and people open that right there and touch that nap leather and go, oh, that's soft. That's nice. And we tell people, especially families, about the Yes fabric we have in the Sorrentos, and they go, oh, that's great, because it's not going to take stains, it's going to resist mildew, it's going to resist odors, and it's going to be easy clean when the kid does something. And then you mentioned gas mileage. Gas prices are kind of easing on up there for summertime, and the good thing, the people that bought our large car, I've already talked to them, and they got 30.8 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Going home, and that's nice in a large car.
That's very nice.
The one down, the Optima, the people that traded Saturday, they said they've been averaging 38 and 39, and they're out on the road, and they do a lot of driving. That's why they wanted another one. Had a gentleman through here this morning that's got a Rio. And I said, how's your fuel economy holding up? He said, fantastic. He said, now, I just went to St. Louis, and I got right at 42 miles a gallon.
Wow.
I said, well, what do you get around in here in town? He said, 30, 32 in town.
Excellent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of vehicles out there don't get 30 on the highway.
Yeah.
When you come here, you're going to get some that's get great gas mileage. Talk a little bit about inventory. Boys, we look out, we've got inventory. You got 14s, 15s. Tell us about where we are on inventory.
It seems funny to be in June and talk about 15s rolling in.
Yes, it does.
But the 15s are rolling in. The 14 models, I've said this all year long, we continue to have the best offers from the factory and from the finance companies that we've had all year. We've still got zero interest on some products. We've got rebates on everything but the Soul. But the Soul's got the 0 interest if you want it.
Right.
College, Kia stepped back from the college grad program for whatever reason this spring, but
Okay.
they just announced it again for June.
Okay.
If you just graduated within the last 2 years, or you're going to graduate in the next 6 months,
Qualified.
they'll give you $400, and they're going on beyond that. If you qualify and buy the car, you get a $50 Visa gift card, and they're relaxing the FICO regulations.
Right.
You just can't have any derogatory credit in your file, but they're going to make it easier to try to help you into a Kia with that program. Of course, this time of year we're thinking about the flag and about America, and
You bet.
those who serve, we still have our military program, $400 for anybody that served in the U.S. military. If you're retired, if you're in the reserves, if you're in the National Guard, and you got honorable discharge, Kia's going to give you $400 on top of everything else they've got, no matter what you're taking. So that's a nice program, and we use that a lot around here.
I bet you do. I bet you
Yeah.
do. Yeah, we film right before July the 4th, Independence Day, and like you say, you guys are going to take a day off during that time. If you're watching, it's probably way past the 4th when you're watching the show anyway, but it's nice to honor our country and honor veterans, honor Americans, and take a day off and letting all your folks be with their family and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I do know this.
We don't take many days off.
No, you don't. And you guys work hard at what you do. You work hard, you work smart, and the thing about it, you're working for us. You're working for us, the consumer. And again, I can't stress enough, folks, if you're in the market for an automobile of any kind and you don't know what you want, or even if you do know what you want and it's not a Kia, we ask you to come compare.
Look.
Just come compare whatever you're driving. There's lots of great automobiles in this world that you can buy. We just think we have some of the best.
We do, and we think you'll be impressed. Most people are, And if you've got a Kia that you even bought in 2010, they're different. I mean, the technology and the things they've added to these cars, because they've nearly just remade everything they've got even since 2010.
Right.
Everything's been refreshed. So come look again.
Jeff, 10 years ago, and a little bit before that, compared to now, I mean, it's just a completely
night and day.
It's different. It's not even the same.
No,
Nothing's the same.
Nothing. and we have. We're going to announce some stuff later this year. I mean, we've got a new van coming out. We've got a new electric Soul coming out.
Right.
Got a new sports car coming out probably spring of next year. We're going to continue to do some things to turn your head.
Well, when you continue to get new products, when you continue to improve the products that you have, when you continue to provide service, and service is something I don't think that we talk enough about here. Anybody can sell a car. Anybody can sell a car. But boy, you got to be good if you can service it.
Yeah.
You guys service your automobiles here.
We do. Certified technicians. And again, we're open on Saturdays for service for our customers, 9 to 3. Bring in, get your oil change done. We've always got a Kia tech here. Some days he'd like to be busier.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Because the oil's changed in a different department, the tires are done in a different department, so he does kind of mechanical breakdowns, and some days he'd like to be busier.
Absolutely.
But we're here.
And that's interesting. I mean, it's very interesting. When you talk about service, and I guess realistically, most of the time he's just doing general maintenance, oil changes and things like that.
No, he doesn't do oil changes.
Or he doesn't.
No, we're broke down into, we have an oil center here.
Okay.
There's guys working here that's all they do all day long, change oil in people's cars.
Right, okay.
We got a tire center. They do alignments and tires and brakes. He does things that tear up. If your power window.
He's not real busy, is he?
Some days he's not. Some days it drags on, And
yes, sir.
Of course, he spent a week in Dallas this month actually, getting updated on all the technology we have. But some days he'd like to be busier.
Yes, sir. Well, if you got a product that doesn't tear up, it's got the old Maytag repairman.
Yeah,
Remember
I
those
know.
old commercials?
Now they're not perfect. All machines tear up eventually.
Yes, sir, they do.
But his normally, you're in and out pretty fast.
I could imagine.
Because we've got a good parts center here, and he's a good technician, and he's good on his diagnostics, and
right.
Usually, unless we got an overnight apart in or something, you got same day service quite a bit.
You mentioned the 2015s that are hitting the ground. I'm sure you got a great game plan going on for the model year, and I know that in the car business has 2 years actually. I mean, you have the calendar year that ends the 31st, and you look at what you did, but also the model year, and you always got to compare model year to model year. And I know you guys are excited about getting all the 15s in and getting it rolling, and we're moving out 14s. And like you say, it's June when we film the show, and we're talking about having 15s on the lot and more coming. And I know it's an exciting time of year to be in the car business.
It's exciting, and of course, the better deals are on the 14s.
Sure.
And as they sell down fast, you go, oh, I hate to see all those go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's no more coming.
Right, absolutely.
And that's where the better deals are. That's what everybody's looking for when they come to your car lot. What's your best deal?
What's your best deal?
You know,
what's your best deal?
And
well, you can get it here.
That's right. And we'll still give you as good a price as we can on a 15.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to go anywhere in the country and get such, I got a great deal. It's so much cheaper than, you guys are competitive. You're going to be close with anybody and everybody. Nobody gets them any cheaper than what we get them. I mean, we get them at the same price as the biggest dealers in the world. And you know what? We're pretty close to being one of the biggest dealers in the world. We're in Batesville, Arkansas, but we sell a ton of Kias.
We sell, we're very effective for what Kia for our marketplace.
Absolutely.
You know, talk about prices. I mean, there's lots of stuff on TV. There's lots of stuff in some newspapers. And Kias are trying to address this to some of the dealers that are kind of abusing this. Not all prices are available to all persons.
Right.
And not all incentives stack.
Right.
And the way we do things here, you know, if you see a price on a sale tag out there, you can get that car for that price.
Right. Absolutely.
You might be able to get it cheaper.
Absolutely. Might get something else.
Yeah, but we don't, in our ads, advertise, take the military, the college student, competitive or owner loyalty monies off the price of the car, and then you get here and we go, well, I'm sorry, you didn't qualify for that, that's $1,000, and you didn't qualify for that, that's $500.
Add to the price.
We don't start raising your price up. And a lot of, and I hate saying this, but some dealerships are lowballing you, trying to get you to their dealership, and then they're going to kind of make you feel like you need to buy while you're there.
Sure.
Even though the price isn't what you thought it was going to be.
Even though it's $1,500 higher, you're already here.
That's right. You already made the trip. You know, we've got a great selection of Batesville, Arkansas. There's over 100 new cars on the ground here. We've got just about something for anybody. And when you see a price on our website or on our car hang tags, you can buy the car at that price. No worries. And you might get it cheaper.
Absolutely.
But we're not going to mislead you.
No, I guarantee you won't, and you guys always do it right. Jeff Selasco, it's always a pleasure to come in and talk automobile business with you. It's, you know, me being an old automobile guy, I love to talk automobiles and just what a great place. This is a great place to buy an automobile. Matter of fact, it may be a perfect place to buy the automobile.
No.
Well, it's just from a standpoint of being a consumer and knowing what consumers dread about buying one, you don't get it here.
We hope not.
Absolutely. Good to see you, my friend.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July to you, and happy July, and happy 15 selling, and moving out to 14s and bringing into 15s. Mark Kia in Batesville, come see us if you're looking for a new automobile.